Somewhere in 1986, our then president, Jerry John Rawlings, traveled to the Caribbean and then got to know of the emancipation. So the following 2 years, the first one was also organized in here. So the diasporas that were asked to come back home, get to feel their own land, said they wouldn't come alone because they were not those that were taken from this place, but then rather they had to bring others to symbolize their return. So they had to bring in 2 mortal remains, 1 male, 1 female, 1 from the Caribbean and 1 from the Americas. So a man by name Samuel Carson from New York, a lady by name Madame Krista from Jamaica, they brought their mortal remains in 2 different caskets to Ghana. They sent it to a place called Abanzi. I'm sure you saw Abanzi for Amsterdam. Yeah. From Amsterdam, they then had to use the sea because they took their ancestors from the sea, not the land. They came through the Atlantic Ocean through the same door of no return, just to break the chains of the chains that said no slave will ever make it back, or no enslaved African is coming back. But then today they are back with their ancestors. So themselves, as living, as well as the dead, are no longer slaves to anybody. They had a ritual thing. When they were done to also realize that not all that went through this door were Ghanaians. Because those days, the truth of the matter is that it was nothing like Ghana, Nigeria, and the rest. Had it not been the scramble of Africa somewhere, 1884, 85 there wouldn't be anything like this. We wouldn't have these geopolitical boundaries. So then they had to send these mortal remains back to Asenmanto, because that was where majority of them took their last bath as Africans. So today, once you get to Asenmanto, you see the grave of Madame Krista and that of Samuel Carson. Now, later they brought in some graves from Barbados containing 300 mortal remains. So today we have 3 graves at Asenmanto. So that of Krista, Carson, and then graves from Barbados. After that. Akwaba. I'm sure you know Akwaba. What does it mean?
All I know is hello. People say Akwaba like hello. It's a greeting.
Is that what?
It's a greeting, all right? It's like saying hello or come.
Welcome.
Are you sure it's welcome?
Yeah, welcome. I didn't know.
All right, so it's welcome. And
I'm sure I'm not guessing. I'm sure I'm not guessing. You know it's welcome.
It's welcome, yeah.
Okay. Then you are not going back. You are staying here.
Yeah.
All right, so the welcome is actually here to welcome you back to the castle. Because humans like us went through this door were killed. Some like us went through this door committed suicide. Others even being enslaved. So for you to make it back, the best we can do here is to actually welcome you to the castle. It was first unveiled in the year 2009 when Barack Obama came to Ghana. So he actually took his tour through this end. He started here before he went upstairs. So they welcomed him first before the tour. And right from there to use this to welcome anyone that walks through the door for them, especially the diasporas, our brothers and sisters living within other areas as well. We are going to end the tour here. But before we end the tour, let's get to know that what I actually said within an hour ago happens to be the truth that happened some years back. But then this information being given to us actually is to help educate everyone to know what happened some years back, so history wouldn't repeat itself again. It is not for us to actually go out there to start fighting one another. Neither are we saying this to cause any psychological trauma. Neither am I saying this actually to say that this person actually did that, this person did this. But the truth of the matter is that when the rebels came in, they deceived majority of our ancestors, but then as well our ancestors also helped them, because if they did nothing at all, they gave them the lands to trade. Aside that, some were being deceived, but then they joined forces by actually bringing others in here to be enslaved. So it means that one way or another, they all played a role. But then I'm not here to actually blame anybody that started the trade and whoever was actually joining them, but then for us all to know what happened, so that history as well will repeat again. Because today they claim they've ended slavery, but they're still with us. Today here in Africa, it's even worse. Because in Libya, the same system was happening still happens. Where Africans that are forced actually to make their way to the other places, they do capture them. Some, they actually call their family members to get money from them, ransom. Others too, they kill you, sell your body parts. You all know of racism. Like a month ago, a white person went into shop shooting other Africans, all because they are blacks. We know of this African system we have in their tribalism, where even, let's say, an Akan can't get married to another Akan because of the tribal issues we have in here. Here we know of human trafficking here and there, child labor, political enslavement. Now the Chinese are also leading economic enslavement. They come here, they pick your gold, they also destroy your water. So the next moment, they bring in water for you to buy.
That was the galamsey I was talking about.
Yeah, so the whole system talking about colorism, now not just the females, the males too are bleaching their skin to become fair. A whole lot of system to talk about. But then once you get to know this, get to know what happened to someone yesterday, today happens to be history you're talking about. Today someone suffers, tomorrow becomes history. Who suffers tomorrow? We all here don't know who's going to be the next victim. It could be me, it could be you, it could be you. And I'm sure none of us here would want to be a victim of slavery. neither will we want to be perpetrators of slavery. Neither are we going to be observers. I'm saying observers because during the time of slavery was made here, others were living around thinking that it wasn't their relatives that were being enslaved. But then today, look at the impact Africans are having. They all live in it. So if you actually sit down, witness or observe someone being enslaved, thinking it's not your family member or relative, get to know one way or another, a day will come, you have an impact. So we all try to do our possible best to help control slavery. We can't end slavery, that's the truth, but we can control it so that the impact wouldn't escalate to one place some years back. So brothers in here, we will bring the journey to an end. And I thank you for visiting Cape Coast Tangents. I call it Tangents because this place is not a place to call castle. Yes, sir. My name once again, Thomas Bonga. We end the talk here.